Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for joining us for the start of 2025. With me, as always, our winemaker, Leo, and we are going to go through our blending trials for upcoming 2023 vintages, which we're very excited about. We, as the staff, have done it ourselves, but we're going to give you just a little insight on how we do it. And what a better time to have our winemaker and, of course, the godfather of Napa to oversee this momentous task. So, Leo, do you want to walk us through our blending trials here?
Yes, Joe. Yes, we just finished through our 2023 components. We're excited to build these wines just before spring to get bottled. We have our individual components. It's almost deconstruct everything to reconstruct, as we do in the cellar, Joe. We ferment lots separately, and now this is the fun part, the artistry of it, the magic, if you will, the art. We have our granulated cylinder where we measure different potential percentages. You know, Joe, we always aim for a dominant wine that really kind of shines through. So one important things about the lineup as of 2022 vintage, we started a reserve program, a reserve Cabernet. In that instance, we taste every single Cabernet barrel that we have, and we hand select the best one that really gives us that wow factor, that factor of focus, concentration, texture. I'm not saying those other barrels don't have that pizzazz, that focus, but these are just stand out barrels or barriques that just speak to us. And for me, it's just that intimacy part of the wine, just seeing what works, what doesn't. And that's an exciting element of those two wines that we've been focusing the last two vintages.
Yeah, absolutely. The magic, the art, as you would say, and with our tools, who knew science could be so much fun, right?
Yeah. This handy cylinder helps us to recreate these blends before we actually make them. So it helps us to mock them up, tee them up, make sure that everything that we taste is to our liking. For instance, is segueing into our Alavina Tusca, Joe, historically 70-30, 70% Sanjo, 30% Cab, or within that parameters. This year we've tasted something in our glass that we actually enjoyed and took up a few kind of different approaches to the blend, but I think we're at 70-30.
Yep, that's right, about 70-30 there. Yeah, and it all starts with our single variables, our designates from the vineyard and what we source amongst the Sangiovese. Yeah, then separate from the Alavina Tusca, we have our spice block that we grow, Merlot, Cab Franc, and Malbec in, and then our single Cabernet Sauvignon. So our three variables coming together to make the one that are really fun to play around with these blends and then use our magical tools.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, we want to allow the Sangiovese to kind of be respected and have the structure of the Cabernet kind of balance that wine out, being uniquely a beautiful blend. And then in terms of our Spice Black or Stonehaven blend, Joe, that wine, it just was a dead ringer. It just wanted to be itself, and we kind of left all the varietals in there in its respectful components. So it's one of those vintages where we let the wine be itself and not allow any other varietal like the Cabernet influence it. So it's another very, very special wine.
Absolutely. Got a nice blue fruit, kind of electrifying feel to it, smooth, great components.
Yeah, so it's a fun wine. So I can't wait for you to all enjoy these in the future. This is just a teaser or snapshot of what we're creating in the late fall, beginning of spring. So cheers to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers.